specifically someone I talked to who's a fitness coach. They said, well, who am I to like teach people fitness, or what am I to do that? I'm like, well, look at how far you've come. Look at all the training you've done. Look at all the education you have. Who are you not to do this, number one? But also, you're steps and steps and steps ahead of the common day person as far as fitness and nutrition goes. And so, who are you not to do this? You have so much knowledge that you can share. Does X person know way more than you? Sure. But like, you're going to resonate with people that they wouldn't resonate with, or your business is going to help people that their business won't be able to help. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what? What's up, everybody? My name's Kevin Kartchner, and today I'm going to talk about what the imposter syndrome is, why you struggle with it, and how to overcome it. The last tip that I'm going to give, or the last reason, is my personal favorite. Number one is, so the imposter syndrome is really just the feeling that you don't belong, either in a certain group, like maybe there's a group of millionaires or billionaires and you're like, I don't belong there. I would be an imposter in that group. Or when you go to the gym for the first time and you feel out of place, or maybe you want to do fitness coaching, but you're like, who would listen to me? Or any type of, business, you think, why me? What's so special about me? That's what the imposter syndrome is based off of. One of the reasons you feel it is because you're comparing yourself to those around you, because you see someone with 1 million followers on Instagram and you have 10 and you feel like, why even try? Or, they're just going to listen to that person. Why even try? This keeps so many people from pushing towards their dreams. And that's why I want to do a video on it, because I've had so many people that I help come to me and say, why me? Why should I do this? So I want to share, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 7. And the last one's my favorite. So first of all, confidence comes from results. And so when you're first starting anything, you're going to feel insecure about it. When Steph Curry started playing basketball, he wasn't draining three-pointers his very first try. But with time, his confidence was built. The first time you try something, you're not going to be good at it. The second time you try it, you're going to be a little better. Third, a little bit better. And so confidence comes from practice, from trying, from trial and error. So if you don't feel like, hey, why me? Why should I do it? Keep trying, keep doing it, and that will build your confidence. Number 2, praise the process, not the results. So oftentimes what happens is you start going to the gym and exercising, and after 2 weeks, you don't see any results. So you think, why me? I can't do this. Everyone else in here is just naturally fit, naturally strong. And so you quit. That's because you praised the result of losing X amount of weight or whatever your goal is. But if you praise the process, like, I don't care what happens 2 weeks, a month, 3 months down the road, all I'm going to do is go to the gym every single day. All I'm going to do is praise that process. If I went to the gym, doesn't matter what the result is, I'm happy, I'm stoked. Number 3 is everyone starts at zero. You have to understand that. Everyone starts at zero. The person who is at the top of their industry, LeBron James, I'm going with basketball references. So LeBron James, he started at zero. He started the same place everyone else starts. You have to understand that everyone starts somewhere. It's just where you're headed that matters. Number 4, if it were easy, everyone would do it. And you have to understand this. When it's difficult at first, when you feel like, why me? I'm not good. Why should I even start? What am I to be in this friend group? What am I to be with these people? You have to understand that if it were easy to just break into some industry or some field or some sport, if it were easy, everyone would do it. It's hard for a reason to keep people who don't really want it out. So life is just asking you to prove that you truly want it. That's why it's not easy. That's why it requires effort and work. But if you're willing to put in the work consistently over a period of time, you will succeed, I promise. Number 5, just compare you to you. Comparison is the thief of joy. And so stop comparing yourself to everyone else and compare yourself to you. Because as you start, if you do the other things that we've talked about, and as you start, you're going to see progress inevitably. And if you look back to your day one to where you are now, you're going to see incredible things. So, and especially looking from where you are today to where you're going forward, just compare you to you. Like, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Because that's what will truly make you happy. Number 6 when you see someone else crushing it, killing it, instead of being discouraged by where they're at, be curious. Like, how did they get to where they're at? How did they become what they became? How did they achieve what they've been able to accomplish? Be curious. Like, how did they do that? Because I promise if they can do it, you can do it too. And finally, number 7, my personal favorite. What this helps with a lot is starting or feeling comfortable with starting, because so many times we're like, who am I to even do this? Who am I to even start? And it's something I learned from Russell Brunson. He said, you don't have to know everything, and no one knows everything, but you don't have to know everything, even about what you are the expert in. All you have to know, or where you have to be, is one step ahead of those you're helping, those you're guiding. Really interesting, actually, philosophy or thought or principle is you don't have to know everything. You just have to be one step ahead of those you're teaching. Because if you're helping someone, you need to know more than them. But you don't have to know everything. You just have to be one step ahead of them. And so specifically, someone I talked to who's a fitness coach, they said, well, who am I to teach people fitness, or what am I to do that? I'm like, well, look at how far you've come. Look at all the training you've done. Look at all the education you have. Who are you not to do this, number one? But also, you're steps and steps and steps ahead of the common day person as far as fitness and nutrition goes. And so, who are you not to do this? You have so much knowledge that you can share. Does X person know way more than you? Sure. But you're going to resonate with people that they wouldn't resonate with, or your business is going to help people that their business won't be able to help. And that actually brings me to the bonus. I wanted to add a bonus in here. Typically, when you're feeling the imposter syndrome, what I found, it's in some area of life where you're actually doing pretty well. So I always felt imposter syndrome in sales, but I was good at sales, and I've been able to help a lot of people and train a lot of people in sales. But I'd look at the Grant Cardones and the Brian Tracy's and the Jeb Blunts, and be like, well, who am I to do it? They're just, if someone wants to learn it, they can go to them. But what I realized is 2 things. Number 1, people are going to resonate with me differently than they would anyone else in the world. And that leads me into the next part is, if I choose not, because I love sales, I love helping people realize their potential. And I've been able to help a lot of people do that. But if I would have said, who am I to do that? I would have never helped them. But I had the burning desire inside of me to do it. And so whatever that burning desire inside of you is saying or is calling you to do it. Because who are you not to do it? I believe that feeling that you're having is a calling. It's calling you to do what you believe in, what you love to do, what you are obsessed about. And it's okay if you don't know everything. Just start. Because honestly, who are you not to do it? Subscribe, I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree. If you have any other things that have helped you overcome the imposter syndrome. Again, my name is Kevin Kartchner. I'm the founder of the Fight Against Mediocrity movement, and I'm super happy that you were here today. We'll catch you on the next video.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah.